The sun beat down on the training grounds, boots crunching in perfect rhythm. A sergeant's voice cut through the air, demanding and sharp. Here, every movement had a purpose, every breath was counted. I stood in formation, present in body but far away in mind. The world around me was loud, but inside I was quiet. I learned to fold clothes, clean my rifle, march until my legs ached. Habits of survival. But this order felt foreign, like a borrowed suit that didn't fit. I moved through my days like a shadow, my face a mask of calm. The other soldiers talked of home, laughter echoing across the yard. I listened, but rarely joined in. Our friendship was different, a language of silences and shared glances. So I remained quiet, a silent observer in a sea of noise. Days blurred together, sunrise, training, sunset, repeat. In this stripped-down life, I found clarity. The distractions faded, leaving only the hard ground and the vast sky. And in that emptiness, the thought of you grew stronger, a quiet echo in the loud silence of my new life. It wasn't always sad, it was just there, a constant presence. The barracks were quiet at night, the world reduced to soft breathing and the hum of a generator. This was my time. I'd pull a battered notebook from under my pillow, pen in hand. Here, I could finally speak. I wrote to you about the heat, the drills, the faces around me. Each letter was a piece of my soul, filled with things I couldn't say aloud. I wrote about the smell of rain, a song on the radio, memories of summers past, the pages filled with ink and longing, conversations we never had. But the letters were never sent. They were for me, not for you. I folded each one, tucking it into a wooden box under my cot. The box grew heavy with unsent thoughts, a silent monument to our bond. Sending them felt wrong, as if breaking the spell of our quiet understanding. Our friendship lived in the unspoken spaces. Writing was enough, a ritual, a whispered prayer. In the quiet, I felt you there with me, listening to every word I didn't send. I still remembered. Sometimes a memory would hit me so hard it stole my breath. The taste of instant coffee brought me back to our late-night study sessions, books, quiet determination, and the comfort of silence. We didn't need words. A glance or a nod was enough. I remembered climbing Miller's Ridge, walking in step, sharing tea at the summit, saying everything in silence. Our friendship was a tapestry woven from these small, wordless moments. Passing a tool, turning up a song, each gesture spoke volumes. It was a language of the heart, more profound than words. These memories were my refuge in the harsh reality of camp. When loneliness pressed in, I closed my eyes and retreated to our past. I felt the breeze on Miller's Ridge, tasted cheap coffee, heard the meaningful silence. These moments anchored me, reminding me who I was before the uniform. They reminded me a part of me was still there, with you, in the quiet places we built together. In memory, I found strength. In silence, I found home. Thousands of miles away, a storm battered our hometown. You sat by the window, tea cooling in your hands, watching the chaos outside. Inside, you were still waiting, as you had learned to do, waiting for a call, a letter, for time to pass. The storm mirrored the turmoil that had pulled us apart, but you kept hope alive. You remembered our quiet strength, the silent promise I made before I left. The storm raged, but you found peace in the stillness within. You believed stubbornly in the strength of our bond, a connection untouched by distance or time. As the rain softened and the wind died, moonlight broke through the clouds. You breathed in the cool, clean air, feeling a thread stretch across the miles. The waiting wasn't over, but in that moment, you felt peace. You knew I was out there, waiting too. The storm would pass, and so would this distance. Our bond endured. Back in the barracks, I sat with the box of letters on my lap. Each letter was a confession, a moment of vulnerability. I thought about sending them, but hesitated. Would words ruin the silence we cherished? Our bond was perfect, in its quiet. I looked out the window at the same moon shining over you. It was a silent witness, connecting our worlds. We were under the same sky, bathed in the same light. With quiet resolve, I closed the box and placed it back under my cot. The letters had served their purpose. Our story wasn't meant for paper, but for shared silences and the knowledge that we were looking at the same moon. No words were needed. Our friendship was a silent journey, and it was enough.